No way. That's great.
We landed on the moon!
Let's go.
Can't get you off of my mind.
Patio lanterns.
Ryan,
Kurt.
if I can call you that.
Yes. Yes, you may.
What do you think is more annoying? People that have to mention that they've never seen an episode of Game of Thrones, or ants?
It's got to be people that haven't seen a Game of Thrones episode and they keep on mentioning it. One of those people is my roommate, Jake Carey. He loves to oh yeah, I've never seen it. Like he's better than Game of Thrones,
Yeah, you're not better
those
than
kind of
Game of
people.
Thrones.
Like they think, oh yeah, I don't need to see like the best TV series in a long time. I'm cooler than that. I watch underground stuff. It can be a break.
Right. Yeah, it's like nothing to be proud of or anything. Just
Yeah,
like,
why are they proud about it? They're always proud
mean,
about it. I would never watch Game of Thrones.
yeah, like it could be. I don't know. It could be like it could be the greatest thing ever, and somebody will just stick to their guns and want to be that guy, and be like, I've never seen an episode before, and I never will. And I don't go onto Instagram or anything and see ants. I see people talking about how they've never seen an episode of Game of Thrones because everyone, the Game of Thrones premiered on Sunday, so people were talking about it naturally. Big popular show.
I mean, I can't remember the last time I was actually bothered by an ant.
Right.
You?
No, I mean they don't bother me, and on the when you look at the full kind of you look at all the bugs out there, all the insects, the ants are pretty far down the totem pole in terms of annoying insects.
Yep, for sure.
So,
for sure. I mean, yeah, they're pretty harmless over here. We don't have those the red ants,
fire
Those
ants.
be a bit more annoying. Fire ants. There we go.
Flying
all kinds of ants. Flying ants. Oh, yeah, look at you.
Right. Yeah. None of that.
But yeah, I don't know. Game of Thrones is it's pretty great. Like this last episode wasn't that exciting. We're the Game of Thrones podcast, so we're gonna review the whole thing right now.
Right. If you don't like it, get lost. Like this is what we do every week.
Go hang out with your ants. I mean,
yeah.
It was just Brandon Stark staring at people. I love all the memes coming out of the Instagram from that. It's just good quality stuff.
He's so weird now.
He's fucked.
Yeah. Bran, you're fucked. John goes up there.
Jon Snow comes out of nowhere and he's just like Bran's just staring off in the distance. Just like what?
Well, he went to go hug him and then Bran was like, I don't know, he either said something or just gave him his usual Bran stare, and Jon was like, oh, okay, and kind of went and looked at Sansa. And
teenagers,
it was weird. A lot of weird stuff. And then the dragon riding I thought was a little much, maybe. The dragon riding between Jon and I don't know, the Daenerys.
That's the one.
Khaleesi, Queen, the Dragon Queen.
Your queen. Who's going to be do you have a prediction? Do you have any predictions for this show?
I haven't really spent a lot of time thinking about it. I'm expecting some big people to die here.
Yeah. I think it's going to be really disappointing, to be honest. I don't think they're going to have enough time to wrap it up in a way that's going to satisfy everyone.
Like,
I think
there's 5 episodes left now?
Yeah. I think it's just going to be a huge disappointment.
They starting in season 7, they started rushing things so much. Like, it took seasons for people to like travel to a town over, and then like within an episode, they had all these major characters traversing the whole land and like hugging each other, meeting up with each other, and having sex with their ants and stuff. It's gonna be hard to live up to the hype, so it probably will be It might be disappointing. So my plan is to go in with a little bit maybe lowered expectations. So I'm not too disappointed.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any predictions. I think I don't know. Will it be a downer ending? Will it be where everyone dies or Cersei?
Nah, I don't think everyone's
going
gonna die. I think HBO taking over this season, right? Because there's no book written for this part yet. Like George Martin hasn't finished writing it, so I think HBO is just gonna. They're just trying to get out there, get this thing going.
But he's supposed to tell them how it ends. Story. I think.
Is that how it works?
I don't. I
thought they were just getting the whole creative license to do whatever the hell they want.
Oh, and I thought that they were still trying to complete his vision. Like he's still writing.
That's what they tell everyone. Oh,
well, yes,
don't worry, everyone. We got it.
They just go with one of these Disney endings, like The Haunting of Hill House.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm afraid of. Like, oh, the White Walkers were our friends the whole time.
Yeah. The Night King just want to be our friend.
Yeah, and someone stupid's gonna find a cure for the Night Walkers, and they're gonna wake up out of their spell, and they're like, "Oh, okay, time to get back to work, everyone."
Happy ending, yeah,
hooray! And that's my prediction right now.
So you think it's gonna be a happy ending mostly?
Yeah, I think it's gonna get ruined.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm still expecting like one or both of Jon and Daenerys to die. They gotta die.
Yeah, someone's dying. Kill them all. Speaking of killed, the playoff bracket is just absolutely toast. It's killed. Tampa Bay Lightning got destroyed. They got swept by the Blue Jackets. If you haven't been keeping up, and I don't think anyone saw that coming.
Folks. Wow. If you haven't been following the Sports Talk podcast, then you wouldn't know that Tampa Bay had a historically excellent regular season. They finished tied for the most wins in NHL history. Blah blah blah. They were leaps and bounds higher than everyone else. They clinched a spot. I don't know when training camp was just starting up last year, and they kind of went in the playoffs and got matched up with the Columbus Blue Jackets and then got swept. They didn't win a single game in the playoffs. It did not go well. So everyone, or majority of people, picked Tampa Bay, like myself, to win the Stanley Cup. I think around 50% of all the brackets.
Well, I think 45% of people had Tampa Bay winning the Stanley Cup.
Right.
Like the whole thing.
And they got swept in the first round.
And that was Columbus's first playoff series win ever.
Right.
In their whole franchise history.
The last team to clinch a playoff spot as well.
Yeah.
And they just wiped the floor with Tampa Bay. There's only 3 people in our Patio Lanterns pool that didn't pick Tampa Bay to win the cup. So that's Rhino.
Yep.
He's got San Jose. Flames and Fours. Floor 4 has got the Calgary Flames, and Tiff, very creative name, has the Winnipeg Jets, and then everyone else has Tampa Bay winning. But I'm thinking, does everybody at least have Tampa Bay in the finals in their bracket?
I had them go into the conference finals for me. Can't say, but
okay, you had them eliminated in the conference finals.
Yeah, by the Islanders.
Okay.
Who also swept the Penguins. I mean, that's something. That is something.
That's the other 5% of people that they either had, 50%, 45% had Tampa Bay win the cup, 5% had Pittsburgh win the cup, and yikes, there goes 50% of brackets. We'll see. I don't know. The race is still wide open. If one of those teams, Calgary, Winnipeg, San Jose, advance past the first round, you guys have a good shot of winning the bracket. But if they all get eliminated, let's say,
it could happen. The Jets, Flames, Sharks are all not looking.
The Jets just tied up the series.
Yeah,
so
Sharks are down.
Flames will be about
down.
to start playing tonight, so we'll see what happens. And Sharks, they're down. So
Yeah.
they're on the brink of elimination.
We got problems all around here. Can't score goals. Carlson, Burns, or Stenton, they're at flat-footed. Top goaltenders getting pulled all the time. It's just
right.
not looking good for the Sharks right now.
Carlson must be injured still. He is getting walked left, right, and center.
Yeah, no kidding.
Lots of turnovers, but yeah, goaltending's been bad. Yeah, lots of problems.
I mean, but you got to score to win here. They got swept last game.
You got to score to win. Yeah. Outscore all your problems.
Brutal, but I was talking to my dad about the whole Columbus Tampa Bay thing. He's pretty insightful about all this. He said, look last year, the playoff run with the Capitals. Columbus played them in the first round, and they were the only team to take Washington to 7 games of the whole playoff series. And 3 of those games were overtime,
Right.
So, yeah, he made some good points there. I mean, I think they're going to go pretty far here now. Like, that's just this. Bobrovsky gets hot. He's number 1 bad cop on the case. And
oh, yeah. Now that it's wide open now. Now that they've beat Tampa Bay, they can beat anyone. Bobrovsky, I was a little worried about because he hadn't been good in the playoffs, but he looks good now. So, yeah, they look good. They look poised for a deep run. Let's go Columbus.
Woo! Did you actually make another bracket with Columbus as the winner?
Yeah, so we have our Patio Lanterns League. We also have a separate secret league through NHL.com's official bracket challenge. And I created the same one there is what I got in our league. But I also created a backup bracket just in case. And my backup bracket picked a lot of, I think there were some similar choices, but a lot of different ones. So I picked, Columbus beating Tampa Bay and going all the way and winning the cup. And I'm thinking I might have a chance at the $100,000 grand prize. So
you want to split it?
Backup. No.
In case what if it's the Sharks Islanders final?
If it's the Sharks Island, do you have a
I have an NHL bracket. We could double our odds here.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I'd be very surprised if the Sharks made the finals now, how bad they've looked.
Yeah, me too. Just trying to hop on your Columbus train here.
But,
Yeah.
Because in that one, I also picked Pittsburgh, but in my backup bracket, I picked the Islanders.
The Islanders.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah.
Right.
Did you hear about did you want to say something?
No, I said enough hockey talk.
Okay. Yeah, enough sports talk. We got complaints last year for this. Only
Just
time.
Keep on going.
Did you hear about the news in my hometown here?
The shooting?
The shootings.
Shootings.
The clothing donation bin traps.
What? What's that?
No, it's been a crazy week. A crazy week. So
Traps.
Let's start with
like someone setting traps in the clothing bins.
I mean, after there were some shootings earlier this week, and after that, the crime just took off.
Oh my gosh!
Just, the media
you wouldn't expect
attention.
this in small town Penticton.
No, so everyone, there were some shootings this week. Like some guy.
You can't say it without laughing, can you?
No, I can't. I don't. Everything that goes on this podcast, I can't take seriously.
Okay.
But I mean, it just happened. It happened 2 days ago, I think, and it was like 5 minutes away from where I live. And some neighbor. This neighbor, he's like, I don't know, 60 years old. I thought it said, and apparently he had some neighborly dispute, and it sounds like he had some dispute, and he went on and just shot his neighbors. He just shot 4 people, I think, and
Jesus.
And they didn't really release. I didn't see any more details, but I'm just thinking, like, Jesus Christ, like this guy is getting mad because his neighbor's bush is like leaning over against his fence or over into his yard, and he goes out and shoots them. Like, I would never do that. That's crazy. But apparently big dispute, and he just lost it, had enough, shot some people, and it was all over the news here. I tried to stay inside. I was at work, tried to stay in there, not wander down. They had blocked off some parts of downtown. So try not to go over to those hot zones. But yeah, pretty wild actually, because that stuff doesn't happen. I mean, everything's close to me in Penticton, but it happened near downtown, which is it's a little bit north of where I was working. But I mean, still, it's only a 5-minute drive or whatever. But yeah, because Penticton's a small town.
Damn.
But yeah, that was pretty wild. That was apparently it was like this. I don't know, like the 4th biggest massacre in BC history or something.
Jeez. All because of some bushes. Was it actually because of bushes, or you just?
Oh, I made that up. Like that's like the first thing I thought of was this angry neighbor. Like he's just pissed off at his neighbor for some dumb thing, and he finally loses it.
Yeah, that's understandable.
And then after, of course, like the classic, they interview friends or whatever, people know him, and it's always like, oh, he's totally like does not seem like the type of guy that would do such a thing like this, blah blah blah. I would never think he would go out and shoot all these people. But yeah, pretty wild, pretty close. So yeah,
stay safe out there, man.
Thankfully, yeah, staying
crazy
safe.
World out there.
But the other thing was, because I don't think this is related, but there's people that are getting trapped in clothing donation bins, apparently. So 8 Canadians have died since 2015 trapped in clothing donation bins. Did you know that? 8
I've heard of this
Canadians.
happening.
Who knows
Vancouver,
how many Americans and Mexicans and Asians?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And
they're trying to escape the cold, I'm guessing, and they hop in the clothing bin, but they can't get out.
I don't know. This week, this was in Penticton, and something happened. He didn't die, but there was a man trapped inside one on Monday this week. And it's not, so you're not going to die right now in Penticton from the cold. So I don't think you need to get in there to escape the cold. But let's see, what does it say here in the article? Here's a quote. Here's a couple quotes for you. It says, "This guy was in the bin and couldn't get out, yelling for help," said Deputy Chief Chris Forster. "He was fully in, upright, and could see out and lift the flap, but he just couldn't get out." And Forster went on to say the man was not at the risk of suffocating, and they just reached in with their arms and helped pull him out. A pretty simple rescue. And so thankfully that guy is all right. Otherwise, we would have had another tragedy.
I didn't know clothing bins were so deadly.
I had no idea either. But now I've been really since these crazy acts of violence, these murders that happen, these shootings. I've been taking a closer look into all types of dangers and hazards around my community.
Yep, that's good.
So, pretty wild week. In all seriousness, pretty wild week.
For sure.
Shootings, never seen something or heard of something like that happening around here. So
it's a crazy world out there. I mean,
I
was just walking with this one. This is more of a funny story. Lighten things up after the whole murder.
Right.
So I was walking to the gym with Jay Carey, former current friend of the show, and we were walking up the hill, and there's this guy. He was just wearing a fur coat, no t-shirt, like short shorts. He's on rollerblades, but he looked very unstable, and he was just ripping down the hill. He didn't know how to stop, and just bailed right in front of me. Like, he almost went headfirst into a car. Like, it was just outrageous. And I was like, Jesus, like, are you okay, man? And he must have been high on something, but it was just like, oh, dude. And he just like gets back up, and then he's just like him and his other friends walk by, and they're just the wackiest like trailer park boys kind of stuff here. One of them has, I don't even know how to describe it. They're like these moon boots.
Hey.
It's kind of like a D-shaped part that flexes, so you can like jump higher. Have you seen those?
That you can jump higher?
Yeah, so it's a part that flexes. It's like you wear a shoe, but beneath your foot would be like a D-shaped plastic bit or some kind of material where it
Like
flexes.
a spring,
Yeah, kinda
like
like
he's taped onto his
Yeah,
like
kinda
those
I think
shoes
of,
like
moon boots.
Banjo Kazooie.
Yeah. So one guy's wearing something like that. He's running around. This guy is on the rollerblades. He doesn't know how to stop. He's wearing his fur coat. He gets up. He has a huge gash just on his leg, and like Jake's kind of like
bleeding,
not engaging, and I'm just like, "Oh, yeah, you okay, man?" He's like, "Oh, don't worry. That the cut was from before." I'm like, "What the hell happened before?" And then this other guy just like comes around the corner. He's like, "Oh, I didn't tell him about all these leaves on the ground or how to stop on his rollerblades." And then like, of course, they start talking to us, and we were just like, "Okay, like that was pretty good, pretty funny. We're gonna be on our way here." And of course, they want to hang out with us and like, they keep on going with us up the hill. And like,
really, they just followed you, or
yeah,
you just walked?
yeah, and they're like, the guy in the rollerblades is like putting his hands on our shoulders to try and get up the hill.
Oh
kind
God!
Of thing. I'm just like, oh
why?
God.
Oh God!
I just like one time he had like his he's a pretty harmless guy, but he just had like his arm around like my chest to get up, and I'm like, no, too close. Like, hands off there, pal. And so we get on top of the hill, and he's like, these guys are high or something, right? And they're going up to like little lady on the street. He puts his arm around her. She just looks frightened as, doesn't know what to do. So he's like, okay, like keep on walking here. And then like after a couple more streets, we're like, we can't really take it. So we're just like, we gotta cut off here. You know, like our gym's just over here. But you know, it wasn't for our turnout wasn't for a couple more blocks. But man, those guys are wild.
Those guys are wild. Let's get them on the pod.
Yeah, sure. I gotta find these guys, get them on the show. We're walking past, and I think I knew which house they were staying in. I'll give them a knock and
oh God,
see how they're doing. Ask about his moon boots. That's what I was most curious about.
I don't. Why? Where do you get the term? Or is that a real thing? Moon boots?
I just thought about it. Like,
you just make that up
when I was a kid. No, it's just like you know, like anti-gravity, like this, like
yeah,
springs on your shoes, or
well, moon. I don't like. I just searched moon boots, and they look like winter boots or something.
Moon boots. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's not it.
Like. I searched shoes with springs, and now that looks a lot better. That's what I'm thinking. These shoes,
the future is now.
This guy's jumping around.
Shoes with
10
springs.
stories at a time.
Yeah, that's them.
Which
bouncing. Okay, I googled shoes with springs. It's the red, gray, and black one. Fitness exercise, bouncing, jumping shoes with springs.
Whoa. I've never seen those. Look like ski boots on some kind of contraption.
Yeah.
These are, I've never seen these.
Yeah, man. But it was quite the sight to see the guy in the fur coat just ripping down on the rollerblades, no idea how to stop, and you like slowly see him like steering towards a parked vehicle, just like, oh God.
Oh. Yeah, see, another casualty, almost like that guy.
Yeah,
it's been a dangerous, scary.
No,
week
my mom
here.
texted me saying there was a shooting in my neighborhood, Kitsilano, yesterday.
Oh,
I had no idea.
God.
Yeah.
Jeez.
People are on edge, man.
I want to see these moon boots in action here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they look like fun. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie.
See people wearing them, but I don't see them. Like, how high can you jump? What do you do? Why are these fitness shoes? You wear these to the gym?
That'd be pretty funny, going on the treadmill with these bad boys.
Like, what is this? I don't know. This is
I don't
whack.
really know what situations you would use it in. Just for fun, I guess. I don't know. It's a fitness thing. But anyway, I have a listener question for you. It's would you rather? Haven't done this in a long time. All right. Would you rather have to piss out of your ears?
Oh, jeez.
So like you can't. The normal way to go to the bathroom doesn't work. Like you got to piss out of. It comes out of both ears. Okay.
At the same time?
Yeah, at the same time. I think like you could probably tilt your head one way, and it would. You could try and aim it. I imagine you get better at it.
Oh no! Oh god!
Or you always have a stuffed nose. Like it's very stuffed. It's uncomfortable. You can't talk normally. You can't smell anything. Like you
can't breathe normally.
Yeah, you can't breathe normally. What's your pick?
I don't know how the pee one would work. Like you would just constantly. There's no way. How is it? There's no way you can. You wouldn't. You'd make a mess. Either you're gonna get it all over yourself, or you're
I'd
gonna
probably
get all
design
over.
some kind of contraption.
That's what I'm trying to think of.
So like you could just carry some kind of tubing, piping.
I guess you hook up you put bottles to your ears or something, and then
you kind of aim it, or like a collection cup that goes to a pipe that you can drain into a toilet. You can never go to the bathroom in public or urinals or anything like that, obviously. But then the nose thing would just be terrible.
Am I sniveling, or is it just plugged?
No, it's very plugged. It's plugged.
Okay. It's plugged. I mean, no, that wouldn't, because you wouldn't be able to any kind of sport or any kind of physical activity. You'd struggle. Yeah.
Sorry, my nose. Yeah, that'd be good.
I'm not gonna do the ears, the peanut in the ears.
You think you could deal with it?
No, I don't know that I could. I guess realistically, I'd probably do the clogged nose one, because that one you can at least describe it as some sort of like normal kind of medical.
You definitely would look a lot more normal.
Yeah, like it's just like, oh, that guy.
Your standard of living would go down because you can't smell as well, you can't breathe as well.
Right.
You're uncomfortable. So for those reasons, I go for the piss out of your ears. I think you're on the right track there.
Right.
Like everything else is working fine. It's just that you caught piss coming out of your ears.
It would be wild for everyone around you because they've never seen it. You'd be the only person, but where a plugged nose, people would be like, "Oh yeah, that guy went to school with him.
Always sick. What's up with him?"
Yeah, he's always. What's wrong? What's going on there? Yeah. Doesn't get enough sleep. Yeah, let's do the urine out of the ears. Jot that down.
Okay, yeah, that's a win for urine through the ears from both of us. That's a rare agreement between.
Wow, maybe we should start keeping tallies on the what our answers are, and then release like a chart or a poster at the end of the year
Kurt
with like all the different
have piss coming out of his ears, have cocks for eyes.
Yeah, all that stuff.
Like all the other shit we talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good stuff. Okay, so big news. I got a car. Bought my grandma's car.
Right, you finally did it.
Yep, finally did it. Got the Corolla in my name now. I'm a Corolla guy. Toyota man.
Should have got a Tacoma, a blue one.
Yeah, blue Tacoma. California.
And?
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm pumped. I think it's going to be a long, hot Canadian summer if that thing.
Okay. Are you still looking for a place?
No, I found a place too. So get this. I live in an unincorporated part of the island called Royston, which is a population of 1,500.
Oh, God. Okay.
So, but I like this. It's really it's like 10 minutes from town. Like it's 10-minute drive to work.
Yeah.
Just outside of town. Nice spot. Like 50 meters from the beach. It's good. Got a nice big yard. Got a roommate over there. Get him on the show sometime. It seems like a pretty chill guy. Huh?
Do you know who he is?
No, I just met him for the first time last weekend.
In person?
So, yep. Yeah, I drove.
Nice.
Yeah.
How does he look?
He's looking good. His name's Chris. He's an arborist. A bit older than me, but he seems like a pretty good guy. That's all you can ask for.
Yeah, as long as he seems like a pretty good guy. Yeah, that sounds good. Sounds like everything's going along nicely. I'm moving too, as we discussed, and actually we're moving pretty soon here. We can actually take possession officially on Easter Monday, the 22nd. We're gonna start. I'm probably gonna move some stuff this weekend, and then got to be all moved in by the end of the month. So things are happening fast. For both of us here. Fast and furious.
Man, you gotta lay a bunch of pranks for your roommates. Really set the tone.
How far should I go? Like
you're wrecking some of their stuff far.
Yeah.
it's not, you can't save it. It's just ruined.
Yeah. You gotta start strong. Okay. Right. Everyone's laughing.
No, I've had a lot of roommates, and my opinion really is you gotta set the tone within the first week. Don't do anything that you don't plan on doing for the rest of your time as roommates.
Can you repeat that?
Don't do anything you wouldn't do the rest of your time. You're gonna be a roommate. So dishes in the sink, don't clean them. It's their problem. Because if you do it, then they'll be like, Kurt will take care of the dishes, kind of thing.
Kurt's the dish bitch.
Yeah, he's a little dish bitch. We don't need that, You gotta set the tone with these guys.
Right, good.
That's a guy to live with 12 people in the summer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fucking at the hostel here. Yeah, but I was gonna say, I've never gotten insurance before, car insurance.
Okay.
This is gonna turn into a bit of a Ryan's rant here.
Oh,
Okay, so here we go. ICBC, I don't know if you know this or not, but men have to pay more than women for their insurance policies because there's a statistical significance that they're getting in crashes more. Fair enough. I mean, I think it's kind of sexist, but it's just my rant's pretty much. I don't think that we should be doing policies based on stuff like sex or other things down the line. What if there's a statistical significance that Asians got in more car crashes than white people? Should Asians have to pay more car insurance than everyone else? Is that fair? Is that on the racist line here? We got genome, people are going to get their genomes edited in the future. And what if you have a gene that just means you're more likely to get in a crash or an accident at home, and all of a sudden you're uninsurable, or your premiums are through the roof? And I just think it's a bad line to go down. We gotta stop these kind of policies when we see them. I just think making men or women pay more for the same service, even if it's statistical, that they're gonna be more costly. I think it's not good. And how we stop that is just making sure that we got to get ICBC out of here. This monopoly is just a disaster for the BC economy. I mean, just getting gouged. I had to pay $1,900 for insurance for the year. Just absolutely ridiculous, people. Let's go.
I feel like you've ranted about this before. I feel like this is a 2018 Ryan's rant, but I'm not sure about that. Or maybe it was just
just unresolved. Maybe it's just unresolved Ryan's rant from 2018. I don't know, I guess similar themes. I mean, I see what's coming down the pipeline here, and I do not like it. Yeah,
you see the future, and it does not look good.
I mean, it sounds a little dystopian that people are going to have all their genomes edited, and they're going to be selected for traits that they have no control over.
First you're ranting about ICBC, and then you start getting into everyone's genomes getting edited, and people getting implants in their brains with computer AI, and people, fornicating with aliens and sex dolls. I don't know how you just kind of went off. This all started with a little ICBC rant.
Okay, I'm gonna bring it back a little. I see what you're getting at there. ICBC just don't have sexist policies. Okay, don't make men pay more than women. That's stupid.
Yeah, I would agree with that. That's fine.
Forget everything else I said. That's just Ryan just blabbering on here about genomics and stuff like that. We don't have to worry about that yet. What we have to worry about now is the men or women paying more for the same service. That's just stupid.
Have you seen the new Harry Potter Fantastic Beasts?
No,
The recent one?
Not.
Okay. Then we won't talk about that. Okay. Or actually, no, we will talk about it. It'll be funnier, probably. It'll be better.
Okay. Sure.
It'll be more interesting for you.
Okay.
So, Dumbledore?
Yeah, I'm familiar with him.
Yeah, he's a big old guy, big old bloke, dies, spoilers. He wears these old robes and stuff, and he wanders around and whispers in Harry's ear, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, and then in this, the new one, it's like a prequel, so it takes place way earlier, so he's like, I don't know.
Oh, is
40,
this Crimes of Grindelwald?
Crimes of Grindelwald. And yeah, so he's in this one. He's played by Jude Law, famous actor, and quite a age gap between him and old Dumbledore. And he wears suits. He wears like a 3-piece suit or a 3-piece suit without the jacket. So he's got a little dress shirt on, nice dress pants, dress shorts, and like a little nice vest and everything. And my question is just at what point in Dumbledore's life did he decide to change from dressing up in these nice little suits to just throwing a bed sheet over his head and calling it an outfit, a professional wardrobe?
I think it happens. I can see it happening to me quite quickly.
I see it already happening.
I think it happens faster than everyone would like to admit. I think one day, you're gotta look good here for work, take it seriously, establish yourself with the suit and everything. And then the next day you're like, oh, fuck it, I just want to be comfortable, and that's where Dumbledore went.
That's where he's completely naked under those robes. You just know it.
Yeah.
He's just wandering around the halls.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, wouldn't it be great to wear a robe all day?
I guess so, yeah. It would be.
You're comfortable. It's got some good airflow. You don't have to worry about what you're dressing up for the day.
He just wears like one of those Snuggies, those like pullover blankets you see in infomercials.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Throws one of those on. He wanders around, then he goes down and just lies down on the couch and puts on a movie or whatever.
Whispers in Harry's ear. Harry.
He's spilling food and drink all over his robes. Goes to sleep in it.
Beer everywhere.
His beard is gross. Yeah, I don't know. It was just
I think that's fair. I mean, when you get to a certain age, I'm planning on it happening. I don't really give too much about fashion right now, but when I'm older, I'm just dad fashion's going to take over. It's all going to be about functionality and comfort.
You might actually be more fashionable when you're older. I could see you being like right now. I wouldn't consider you fashionable, right?
That is a bit, okay.
Okay. Yeah. Well, sorry, but I don't. Yeah, but when you're older, I can see you like being the peak, the pinnacle of like dad fashion. Like people would post you on the internet and be like, "Dad." And I don't know, you'd just become a meme, a dad meme. You'd be on Dad magazine. Dads all over the world would be wanting to dress like you. You'd have it down.
Sure. Yeah.
So I could see that.
That's high praise. I mean, everyone peaks at different times with their fashion sense here. And mine's probably going to be when I'm a father.
I mean, you don't even have to have a child either. You just need to look like you have one.
I have to have a child for sure. Can't be a phony dad out there. But big thing about this new place is a ride-on mower for the lawn.
Really?
So that's
gonna be a
get the old John Deere out, rip it out. Whoa! Lawn's gonna be looking real fresh.
Pop a couple tops and call it a Saturday afternoon.
Shirts off.
Yeah. How big is this yard?
I I don't even know how to describe it.
Like, would you say it's necessary to have a ride-on mower, or it's just a luxury?
It's on the edge, I'd say. Like, if you just had a regular push mower, it'd probably take you, I don't know, 30, 40 minutes to do.
Okay.
So it's on the edge of if you need one or not.
Yeah. And it's just you and another guy in a house?
It's me and another guy in the house. Yeah, you got it.
Nice. Do you tell him about patio lanterns?
Absolutely not. No way. I'm gonna be talking about him on this show until I move out of there.
Well, you're gonna be moving in, and then he's gonna hear all these voices in your room.
I'm just doing online video chats here. Yeah.
I'm just online with my girlfriend.
Yeah, shut up.
Cool.
No, I'll tell him one day. One day, Kurt, I'll tell him. Don't you worry.
Oh yeah, I just wanted to touch on. I don't have any new Song of the Summer nominees at this time, but I want to. I was excited to tell everyone that I won tickets to go see Russell Dickerson.
Russell Dickerson.
Russell Dickerson, Blue Tacoma, California. Yeah, I won tickets to go see him. Unfortunately, it's in Calgary. I'm not. I don't feel like going down there. Although me and Randy tossed that around. I don't feel like going down there just for a quick Russell Dickerson show. So I passed them on. I'm hoping that we're trying to find the two biggest Russell Dickerson fans in Calgary to give them away to. So that's in progress. But yeah, it's a shame because it would have been really great to go see him and go see the Blue Tacoma legend himself, get a glimpse of a potential Song of the Summer artist in person, and see what all the buzz is about.
Oh yeah. Do you have a leader for your Song of the Summer so far?
I guess I don't. I should probably put together like a written list so I can just track them better. But I have a leader. I mean, Blue Tacoma is probably up there.
Ooh.
I don't have a clear cut. Hey, I like Old Town Road. I mean that's up there too, but I don't have a clear number one. I just have like maybe a jumble at the top right now. So there's still a lot of potential there for something just to pop out of nowhere, or something just to pull ahead for me.
Yeah, that's fair.
What about you?
I just like, you can call me Al. It's probably my number one at the moment.
I know yeah. That one is good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. It's got a lot going for it.
We'll see. I think it will find me. The Song of the Summer will find me.
Yeah, I mean, it's too early.
That's what happened last year.
Yeah, that's true. Just came out of nowhere. Bam!
Yeah.
You know the night's magic seemed to whisper and hush. You know the soft moonlight seems to shine in your blush. Can I just have one more morning dance with you, my love? Can I just make some more romance with you, my love? Well, I wanna make love to you tonight. I can't wait till the morning has come. And I know now the time is just right, and straight into my arms you will run. And when you come, my heart will be waiting to make sure that you're never alone. There and then all my dreams will come true, dear. There and then I will make you my own. And every time I touch you, you just tremble inside. Then I know how